guys, welcome to my YouTube channels. Guys, I can't thank you enough for all the love that's been coming in and the support. So today's a new day, we're on a new topic. Okay guys, I'm sorry that I can't always be constantly posting, but a girl is still pushing her way through life, and in my course of pushing my way through life, I have to hustle, like literally hustle. So since I have to hustle, I can't always be, constant, but I'm going to dedicate myself to film a video once every 2 weeks, and with time, when the girl has gotten her hustle straight, I can go once every week. So thank you for all those who are faithful to me and staying tuned. I say God bless you, and I hope the topics we have been talking about have helped somebody some way, somehow. Shout out to Pep K Glam, because girls be pushing their way through life and still doing beating sisters' faces. We thank God for that. Today we are going to be talking about something that we all, and when I say we all, I count myself as guilty person number one. Oh, judgmentalism. We know how to judge in this world. So, jokes apart, we're going to be talking about judgmentalism here. So, a lot of us are judging. And just to say it, in this society, it seems as if judging people is like a good hobby or like any random thing, but it's not correct, okay? And I think from my own vision, there are many findings outside, and you can relate to everything. But from my personal experience and what I see and what I've observed, judgmentalism streams from two big branches: self-righteousness and hurt. So, on the path of self-righteousness, what is judgmentalism? It's literally just you passing judgment or knowledge of thinking that you know something about somebody or a situation without really deeply finding into it or without looking at all the axes, okay? So when it comes to self-righteousness on that axe, some of us think that we are quite perfect and we can't go wrong, we can't do anything wrong, we are right all the time. And in that course now, we think that we have hollows on our head. Like we are that emoji with the hollow on the head, like we have hollows on our head like saints. And since we think we are self-righteous, we see somebody going astray, we see somebody doing something wrong, like why are you doing this? Why can't you be like this? Why can't you do like that? Why can't you be like this? You are always like that. Oh, you are always like this. And then because we think we are too perfect, and we judge people without really understanding the reasons and the backings behind why they did what they did, okay? And it is sad because we judge people most of the time without even knowing their history. Somebody might act a certain kind of way, okay, and you don't know why they're acting like that. You don't know what pushed them to act like that. But most of the time we pass out to judging them at once without even finding out why they did what they did. Another thing is we judge people based on what we have heard from other people. So you heard that a fictitious name, Carolina. You heard that Carolina is this, she does this, and your friend is telling you, like, that Carolina, very terrible girl, she does this, she does that. You don't even take time to find out if Carolina indeed is such the person that I've described Carolina to be. And when you see Carolina in all her innocence greets you, tries to be friends with you, tries to be nice to you, and then you're like, as the girl is wondering about, why are you doing this to me? But you're acting based on what somebody told you, you're not even sure. And most of the time, when we judge people like this, the funniest thing is, somebody tells you about somebody that this person is like this, she's a nasty, she has a nasty attitude, she's nasty, just generally a bad girl. Then you carry along, and when you see the person, you act on that. And then in the long run, when you get to discover who that person truly is, you're like, oh my God, you are ashamed because you judged that person wrongly. Obviously, you can't judge somebody based on what somebody told you. Somebody can tell you so that this girl is nasty, and I think the mature thing and reasonable thing to do is like, okay, received. But she has not done anything to me personally, so I cannot take it and judge her. Even if it's your best friend, okay, then now when the person, in case now you have an encounter with the person and the person actually turns out to be what they said the person is, then now you can make a conclusive statement that indeed this person has a nasty behavior. But till then, you can't judge somebody based on what somebody told you. And in the course of talking about self-righteousness, look, we all are not perfect. We are all striving to be perfect, but we are not perfect. Because you might be criticizing somebody for so and so ABC attitude, but you are not any different from the person. You understand? You are not any different from the person, and you have your own flaws. But the thing is, we always judge people because we think that we are better in such aspect, or we are better here. So, oh no, why should I not? Why is she behaving like that? Hey, I heard that this girl is like that. I heard that this boy is like that. You just judge the person because you think that, oh, you have a hole on your head, or you think you are perfect, or you can never go wrong. No, we have to learn to stop that self-righteous attitude, because you might be thinking you are perfect and another person is just like, this girl has the worst attitude I've ever come across. She's just like the worst person ever. Going now to hurt. Hurt now, people judge mostly from hurt for what reasons? Envy and jealousy. And please, let me take the opportunity to say that jealousy is a very dangerous form of witchcraft. For me, jealousy is a very dangerous, I say dangerous form of witchcraft, because witchcraft, jealousy na terrible form of witchcraft, because when somebody jealous you, put you for mind, person know the thing good thing for you, it's a terrible form of witchcraft. So aside, why do I say that most people, another act of judgmentalism comes from hurt? You see all of you went to school together, A is doing well, he or she is prospering, and then you sit back and you realize that, this stupid boy or this stupid girl who have been even show am questions for school, how is it possible that he is doing well? How is it possible that she is doing better than me when I was showing her things in class? I was giving her answers. I mean, like, she was not even coming to class. I was one giving her handout. How is it possible that she is doing better than me? This is not acceptable. And then now you get envious, and now from that hurts now. If you go somewhere and they say, Mama, do you know that A and B are doing so well? I mean, he or she is prospering, his business is booming. Other one, I beg, Dorothy, I'm sure she slept, or he did something to get his way through. He does not have that brain. You know in class I used to show that boy things. That boy didn't know anything. Do you know in class I used to show that girl? That girl used to come to school, and then now you begin to exhibit so much. I don't think that thing is that thing even legit. I don't even think she go far. Can she? She will not go far with that thing. You just begin to exhibit you judge the person because you're hurt. Now you're judging that person not because, well, what you're saying is actually basically true. You're actually judging that person because you're hurt, and in your mind you're like, why isn't this me? And many people have judged people out of hurt. You see somebody just because you're hurt, because the person is hurt. It's a form of hurt. You're not happy because you think that maybe what you deserve is not coming to you. I just want to take this opportunity to say that you cannot walk around and envy and jealousy won't bring you any good thing anyway, because at the end of the day there will always be someone who is greater than you in all aspects, and somebody who is below you. And for that reason, you have to come to terms with that idea. Once you come to terms with that idea, I mean, you have a very peaceful and happy life. And if you evaluate your happiness based on wealth, achievements, and money, you might live an actually very sad life. I think happiness lies in in the smallest and most beautiful things, in seeing a smile on somebody's face, in being with a family member, a loved one, just simple things. In this life, there will always be someone who is more than you in every aspect, more beautiful than you, more handsome than you, more intelligent than you, more smart, more rich, more wealthy than you, and there will always be someone who is below you. As you go around envying and getting hurt because such and so person is progressing and you are so filled with bitterness, there's someone also looking at you and like, oh my God, who gives me this boy or this girl's life? He's kicking ass, he's fine, if I could just get half of it. I'm sure many of us have seen this illustration of someone who is walking on the foot and envy someone in the car, envying someone who is in a more luxurious car, someone who is in a more luxurious car envying someone who is on a plane, and someone who is on foot, and so a lame man envying someone who can even walk. You have to count your blessings. You have to count your blessings. Count your blessings. They might not be 1,000, they might not be 1,000,000, but you have to learn to count your blessings. And when you count your blessings, you will stop judging people. You will treat them with compassion. Another thing that makes us to be very judgmental is that we don't treat people with compassion. Look, we are human beings, are diverse. We are different. We might have the same skin tone, but we are different in every aspect. And you have to know that we live in a world where everybody is diverse. We come from different environments, and for that you have to treat every situation with compassion. I think if we as human beings develop more compassion towards our neighbors, we will treat people, we'll be less judgmental, because we judge people on a day. Judging is like, it has become like it's normal routine. And I'm saying this not because I am exempting myself, then again I'm saying, but if I'm putting this out because it's something I've taken note of and I want to change, and because of wanting to change, I want to share it so that we all can change, because it is not good. We judge people, we judge even our family members harsh. Oh, this one is not doing well, this one is not, she's so lazy, this one is so lazy, we have tried to help. No, sometimes take out time to listen to somebody's situation and their plea and why, the motivation behind why. Look, when you know the motivation behind why somebody is doing something, you might actually change your mind on why you on criticizing them. Okay, so you have to getting the right, knowing the motivation for why somebody is acting the way they act is going to actually give you, more light and maybe a change of heart on you judging them. We judge people on a constant basis, and it turns out in the long run not to be like judging, but to turn into gossiping, and it brings out other vices. It's like a downward spiral, and we just find it okay to talk about people, criticize people. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. So my solution to being less judgmental is to treat everyone with compassion, to know that we are not perfect ourselves, we are not perfect, to know you have flaws, and treat every situation with compassion. Okay, be nice to everybody you see for the first time, or if you've heard that this person was negative, treat the person normally till the person proves you wrong. So guys, please, let's really be nice to one another and treat each other with a lot of compassion. Okay, yeah. So on that note, I will call us to be less judgmental. Yeah, those of us who feel, I'm one of those, I'm guilty of self-righteousness. I always think that I know better, my advice is what is the best. All of us who fall under the group of self-righteousness, please, we don't have hormones on our heads, we are not saints. Please avoid being self-righteous. You are not perfect. Nora, you're not perfect. Yes, and you watch me, you're not perfect either. Treat people with love. I mean, like, if your other friend that is not getting it, I don't like people who don't get it. I don't like people who don't reason. I don't want people who think out of the box. Well, not everybody is equipped to think out of the box. And if you see that you think out of the box and you think out of the house at all, call that person to order and like, My friend, I know it's hard, okay? Some people don't just get it. Some people just decide to be vehemently blocked. But we try. We try to call them to order. Family members, loved ones, friends. Try to call them to order. And when they go astray, try some more. Yes, try some more. Oh, and for those who are judging out of hurt, please, whatever it is that hurt you in the past that's making you judge situations, you have to treat your hurt. Go to the root of what is hurting you. Most of the time you are judging people and racing with it, and you don't actually face the actual problem that you're dodging. You dey dodge the thing where they worry you. You're dodging the actual problem. Face your hurt. Maybe you're hurt because somebody disappointed you, and then now you take it and you're running along and judging people. You're hurt because life is not turning out the way you want it to be. You feel like you're left behind. People are progressing and you're just standing still. Yes, you know you're hurt, but most of the time we ignore our hurt instead of judging people. Whenever you find yourself in that pattern of wanting to judge somebody and you're just like picking on every little thing, slow down and ask yourself. It's important to have conversations with yourself. People think it's being mad. Am I mad? I always have conversations with myself, but not. Sometimes you just need to talk to somebody that has a listening ear to what is disturbing you. In a conclusive statement, I hope this video could help somebody. I hope my videos have been helping somebody, because they've been helping me. Yes, they've been helping me, so I hope they can help somebody. So my people, please, let's make these subscribers reach 100 and more people. Thank you for tuning in once more, and all the love and the concern. So I hope these videos are helping somebody, because they are helping me. They help me. So I hope, because talking about this gives me awareness and makes me more conscious about certain things I'm doing. Like since I made a video on fear, look, when I see fear coming, I just say fear. If I kick you, just stand away. So on that note, please, my subscribers, I am begging you to like, comment, share and subscribe, and put comments below. A sister is trying to push her way through life and she needs your support. It's like a presidential speech. Please share to your networks. I mean, like your WhatsApp groups. Share it. You know we know the dance. So while just do the dance, we don't need to go into it. Just go and do what you're supposed to do, and tell me all about how people have judged you, because we have been all judged wrongly. People will judge you. When I saw you, you look like, when I saw you, I thought that you were like this. But since I've known you, we are not like that. All of us have been judged, and we have judged. It's a vice versa kind of a thing. It's a vice. Make una stay well, oh. People should stay well, and I hope to see you in my next video with a lot of tenacity. We are going places. My subscribers, I'm going to take people to places you are not yet ready to go. By faith. Then again. Thanks guys, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for the love. You know I'm crazy like that. I haven't even show people half of my craziness. If I show now, I'm not gonna run instead. So make I limit that.